Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is probably the purest form of common eating chocolate. It's made from cocoa solids, cocoa butter, and sugar. But unlike milk chocolate, it usually contains little to no milk solids. That gives it a darker color, a firmer texture, and a more intense chocolate taste. The higher the cocoa percentage, the stronger and more bitter it usually becomes. So a 50% dark chocolate will taste much sweeter and smoother than an 85% bar. Dark chocolate is popular with people who want a richer flavor, and it's also often used in baking, sauces, and desserts. It tends to have a more grown up taste than milk chocolate. And interestingly, dark chocolate is closest to what many people imagine as real chocolate because it lets the cocoa flavor stand out the most. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is the most popular type of chocolate in many parts of the world. It contains cocoa solids, cocoa butter, sugar, and milk powder, or condensed milk. That added milk is what gives it its creamy texture and sweeter, softer taste. Compared with dark chocolate, milk chocolate is less bitter and much smoother, which is why it's used in so many everyday chocolate bars and snacks. It's basically the chocolate most people grow up with. If you think of classic candy bars, chocolate eggs, or chocolate coins, chances are you're thinking of milk chocolate. Milk chocolate became especially popular when chocolate makers figured out how to blend milk into chocolate in a stable way, turning it into the sweet treat we know today. White chocolate. White chocolate is one of the most debated types of chocolate because technically it doesn't contain cocoa solids. Instead, it's made from cocoa butter, sugar, and milk solids. So it still comes from the cocoa bean, but only the fat part, not the dark cocoa particles that give regular chocolate its brown color. That's why white chocolate is pale cream or ivory in color and has a buttery sweet flavor instead of a deep chocolate taste. Some people love it because it's smooth, rich, and creamy. Others say it doesn't really count as chocolate at all. Either way, white chocolate is widely used in desserts, cheesecakes, cookies, truffles, and decorative drizzles. And because it has such a mild flavor, it pairs really well with things like raspberries, lemon, and vanilla. Ruby chocolate. Ruby chocolate is a style or distinct variety of chocolate that is pink or purple in color. Barry Callebaut, a Belgian-Swiss cocoa company, introduced it as a distinct product on September 5, 2017, after beginning development of their product in 2004. While Barry Callebaut says it is a fourth natural type of chocolate, in addition to dark milk and white chocolate varieties, industry experts have debated whether this is true or a marketing claim. Gianduja. Gianduja is a homogeneous blend of chocolate with 30% hazelnut paste, invented in Turin during Napoleon's regency, 1796 to 1814. It can be consumed in the form of bars or as a filling for chocolates. Gianduja is chocolate stretched with hazelnut butter. Similarly to standard chocolate, it is made in both plain and milk versions. It may also contain other nuts, such as almond. As a bar, gianduja resembles normal chocolate, except for the fact that it is softer due to the presence of hazelnut oil, which is liquid at room temperature, unlike cocoa butter. Raw chocolate. Raw chocolate is produced from unroasted cocoa beans, sugar, and cocoa butter, and is characterized by the absence of roasting and strict temperature control. Raw chocolate has been consumed for millennia in Mesoamerica as beverages, ritual offerings, and a medium of exchange. Aerated chocolate. Aerated chocolate is chocolate that has undergone foaming. It has a lower density than other types of chocolate and a smoother mouthfeel as it melts. Aerated chocolate was first brought to market in 1935 by the British chocolate maker Rowntree's under the brand Arrow. Organic chocolate. Organic chocolate is chocolate which has been certified organic. As of 2016, it was a growing sector in the global chocolate industry. Many, if not most, producers of organic chocolate source their ingredients from certified fair trade cocoa farms and cooperatives. Organic chocolate comes in varieties including milk, white, and dark chocolate. Major brands of organic chocolate include Britain-based Green and Black's, Hershey-owned Dagoba chocolate, and Equal Exchange. Couverture chocolate. Couverture chocolate is a chocolate that contains a higher percentage of cocoa butter than baking or eating chocolate. This additional cocoa butter combined with proper tempering gives the chocolate more sheen, a firmer snap when broken, and a creamy mellow flavor. The term couverture translates from French as covering. Couverture is used by professionals for dipping, coating, molding, and garnishing. Flavored and filled chocolate. Then you have flavored chocolates and filled chocolates, which are more like categories built on top of the main chocolate types. This includes things like orange chocolate, mint chocolate, caramel filled bars, nougat filled chocolates, chili chocolate, coffee chocolate, and more. This is where chocolate becomes incredibly versatile. In many shops, this is probably the biggest section of chocolate products because it's where brands can be the most creative. Vegan chocolate. Vegan chocolate is made without dairy or other animal products. Dark chocolate is often naturally vegan, depending on the recipe, but milk style vegan chocolates use plant based alternatives like oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk, or rice milk. The goal is to recreate the creamy taste of milk chocolate without using actual milk. As plant based products have become more popular, vegan chocolate has improved a lot and now comes in everything from bars to truffles to hot chocolate. So, those are the main types of chocolate explained, from dark milk and white to ruby, gianduja, couverture, and vegan chocolate. There's a lot more variety in chocolate than most people realize. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which type of chocolate is your favorite. And if there's another every type explained video you want to see next, let me know below.